This is what you came for.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 2 of my Sephora VIB sale haul. If you missed part 1, I will leave the link down below in the info box. Make sure you go check it out because there was tons of good stuff with reviews for 99% of all the products. But today I have tons more good stuff to share with you guys. This might be a long video, so stay tuned, but lots of exciting things again with reviews. The first item I have is from OUAI. It is the matte pomade. If you guys don't know what a pomade is, it's basically a hair paste and it's for men and women, and when you style with a pomade, it gives you hold, it gives you a lot of texture, but it gives you a lot more softness than a gel would. It is this pearlescent color, but when you apply it to your hair, it does not show up with any color at all, so if you have dark hair, don't worry about that. It's just a really nice, light, breezy kind of beach house scent is how I would explain it. So with curls or kind of messy beach waves, you just take a little bit of this and heat it up to melt it down between your fingers and then just run it through the ends. And what this is gonna do is it's going to separate the hair and the curls out, so you're gonna get really beautiful, touchable texture. It's just going to give you a really effortless look. I have the Phytospecific Paris Thermoperfect 8. This is a Sublime Smoothing Care Heat Protecting Serum that has Caratrix, Jericho Rose, Black Orchid Oil for all hair types. I actually do like this product. It is very lightweight. It is easy to put through your hair. I don't notice that my hair has significantly more heat protection because I do already put a lot of hair care in my hair, and most of my hair care does come with heat protection already. But I really do like the consistency of this product because it's going to be great for layering. I would not suggest this if you have dry hair to use alone because it's not super nourishing. However, when you use this in conjunction with nourishing products, I do like it because it doesn't weigh your hair down. It's very easy to use. You also can use this on dry hair. So if you want to straighten a bit, or if you want to like go over another bit and you just want a little bit extra heat protection, you can take a tiny bit and then just put it through dry hair and re-blow dry it or re-straighten it, re-curl it, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you don't like glob a lot of it and then put heat right onto it, especially with a straightener or curling iron, because you never want to put hot tools onto wet hair besides using a hair dryer with wet hair, obviously. I talked about IGK hair care in my favorites video because I love the beach like texturizing spray that they have. So the first item I picked up is the Call Time Styling Primer. This is a spray-in primer that helps detangle, it helps re-nourish and just add more texture into the hair. You can put it into damp hair and let it air dry, and it will give you a little bit of that wavy kind of slept in texture, or you can use it before you heat style and you can layer it with other products. This is really nice. It does do a great job of detangling. I use this with a bunch of different items and they just work really, really well together. It does leave my hair soft, not as soft as some of my Kerastase products I've talked about. It also says that it guards against the daily grind of heat styling, so this is a thermal protectant as well. It smells so good, like coconuts and beach, because it is the IGK Miami scent. IGK, basically, they do 3 scents for all of their products. It's Miami, LA, and New York City. Next up from IGK is the Down and Out Dirty Spray. This is kind of another variation of a texture spray. You can use it in clean hair, dirty hair, whatever it is, but you spray it from roots to ends and it gives you the hold and grit of second or third day hair, especially when you're styling it. Generally, when you style, especially curl, fresh hair, it kind of lays a lot smoother and silkier and thus a little bit flatter, and there's not a whole lot of texture and whatnot to work with. Second, third day hair just holds style longer and better. So this is exactly what that spray does. It is the Miami scent. I also really love all the pumps on the aerosol cans for IGK products because it sprays out such a fine like even mist, so you don't overdo it, which is so important. None of the IGK stuff weighs my hair down. It's all really lightweight but very effective. Next I have the IGK Laid Back De-Frizz and Anti-Static Spray. This is also in the Miami scent. This is a nourishing anti-static spray that helps put back moisture into frizzy hair and also gives you a little bit more control, and it helps hold your style a little bit more as well. So you can use this as soon as you style your hair just to prevent and kind of lock it in, or after you have your style in, or if you've gone out and you need to de-frizz frizzy hair, you can use it on top with that and then just brush it through. I really do like this. It's super fine, super lightweight, and it doesn't feel oily or slippery or grossy. Grossy, that's not even a word. I meant greasy, but it doesn't feel slick. The last thing I picked up is the IGK Intern Flexible Hairspray, again in the New York City scent. This is just a nice flexible hairspray. There's nothing super crazy about it. It does give me beautiful texture, as do all the IGK products, and it does give me a nice amount of hold. My hair does not feel crunchy. I do like the New York City scent. It's very different. It's a lot fresher, but it smells so good. I'm a firm believer in your hair products smelling really good, because it's like the perfect way to always smell good, because the hair is on your head. So every time you move, if your hair products smell good, like that scent kind of lingers. This is the Santal Clean Reserve fragrance. I have talked about Suede Oud and Amber Saffron from the same Clean Reserve line. They are absolutely incredible, and it actually says to pair with Suede Oud, Amber Saffron, and Citron Fig. This is how the bottle comes, and this is the actual perfume. You get a really decent amount of perfume, but this smells like cologne. I believe all of the Reserve line technically is unisex. These definitely do change on the skin, so keep that in mind. However, on me, it did definitely stay pretty cologne-y. This smells very similar to Acqua di Parma. If you smell Acqua di Parma and you know what that smells like, there's a little bit of citrus, there's a lot of freshness, there's a little bit of muskiness. I love the Clean Reserve fragrances. They last a really long time, and they are just beautiful, unique fragrances. But the Santal was not for me. The next fragrance I picked up is the Juliette Has a Gun Another Oud. The bottle is so beautiful. It's like a frosted matte white glass with gold writing. There's definitely a strong oud scent, as it is called Another Oud. If you're unfamiliar with what oud is, it is a scent that is originated and heavily associated with the Middle East, but it is a very earthy, woody scent, and it's a very heavy scent. Oud is not for everybody, but the nice thing about oud is that different ouds and different combination of ouds develop very differently on each person. So oud is a great like personalized fragrance if you're into like really heavy rich scents. I like this one. It has notes of raspberry, it does have cedar wood in it, and it has kind of a sweetish lighter take on oud. The only thing with me is that on my skin, this literally makes me smell like a cedarwood closet. I don't know if you guys are familiar with cedarwood closets, but I basically smell like a log cabin somewhere. I feel like if the raspberry shows up more on your skin, this would be amazing. Just on me, on my skin, the raspberry kind of is super, super faint. The last scent I have to share with you guys is my trusty Nirvana Black by Elizabeth and James. I think I've mentioned this like every single time I've talked about a perfume. This is one of my signature scents. This is sweet, woody, musk. There's sandalwood, I believe vanilla, and a couple other things, but it is, I think, a super sexy scent, and it's very, very long wearing, like on skin, but especially on clothes. I have clothes, for example, jackets that I don't wash all the time, that I'll grab it and I will still smell this lingering from the last time I wore it. I think it's so sleek. Black and gold gets me every time, and I love this perfume. Finally, moving on to cosmetics. The first item I have is the Natasha Denona Star eyeshadow palette. This is what the inside of this palette looks like. You get a mirror here. It comes with a sheet that has all of the names of each eyeshadow that like is stuck there so it stays there. And then these are what the eyeshadows inside look like. So the colors in this palette are unique to this palette. Natasha Denona, amazing makeup artist. She has phenomenal products and they're actually all sold on Sephora right now. Her eyeshadows are just out of this world. I would 1000% suggest any of those other eyeshadow palettes from Natasha Denona. This palette though, not worth it. It is $169 to begin with, which initially I was like, it's so worth it because the quality of her eyeshadows are that good. The quality of this palette is just not great. The mattes are awesome. The shimmers are beautiful, like the metallic ones, but she's introduced like a new formula of like these glitter formula type things, and I actually was wearing this in my holiday giveaway number 2 on my lids. I was wearing this color and it is just so difficult to work with. Like you can see in the palette itself, it's super soft, like it's almost like a cream formula, but it's just chunky glitter and it flakes everywhere. Not gonna swatch all of them for you guys, but let me just swatch a couple. This metallic one is so pretty, like conceptually, just look at it. Like in theory, this is like an amazing foiled formula. However, getting it to actually stay foiled like that without falling all over the place is very difficult. Like it's so, I don't know if you guys are seeing that, but it's just so messy. So messy. And like when you're putting so much effort into your makeup to the point where you're putting glitter on, you just don't want it to go all over the place. You want it to stay where you're putting the glitter. So these are 4 of the other colors. So the eyeshadows are pretty, the colors in there are nice, but like it's nothing so out of this world that you need to go out and spend $169 on. The Lashfood Eyelash Extensions in a Bottle Mascara. This is a 2-step mascara system. So you have step 1 that has nanopeptide complex extending fibers. So this is like your primer. You're gonna coat your lashes as many times as you want and however you want with this primer. And then once you do that, you're gonna go in with step 2, which is the nanopeptide complex sealing mascara. This is what the mascara wand looks like. I actually love this mascara wand. I'm just gonna say this right now while it's open because I don't know if you guys can see, but on the top there, it's actually plastic straight bristles, and then on the rest of the mascara you have normal like fiber bristles. You can get a lot of volume from the bristles and then you get just incredible coating and length with the plastic bristles. And also if your mascara clumps up, you can take those plastic bristles and really separate out the lashes to the amount that you want. You can get away with just wearing this and like no other makeup and it still looks so put together, but it doesn't look out of place. Like it doesn't look like, oh, why is she wearing so much mascara but there's nothing else on her face. Lashfood is actually also called Lashfood because it's really nourishing. That nanopeptide complex does help with eyelash growth. I have not used this for long enough to really notice that there's a whole lot of eyelash growth. However, I think that this is a great mascara. Next up, I have the new Laura Mercier Candleglow Sheer Perfecting Powder. I have mine in the shade 2. This is a sheer, mildly tinted finishing powder. This is what the powder inside looks like. You get a mirror on the other side of the compact. This is shade number 2. I believe this powder comes in I want to say 4 or 5 different shades, and it's a really nice powder. It is the powder that I'm wearing today. Right off the bat, if you have oily skin, don't even bother. Like this is not great for oil control. However, if you have dry to normal oily kind of combo skin, then you are going to like this, especially if you like a really glowy minimal look. The powder is so thin and so finely milled. I put it right here, you definitely can't see the swatch, so I'm sorry. All have an iridescence to it, which is more noticeable when you swatch it, but when it's on your face, it just makes your skin look like it's really, really glowing. And when you use this to kind of buff out your makeup, it gives you a really nice airbrush, beautiful look, especially in my T-zone area. I definitely have been kind of touching up with this because I can see the shine peeping through. Beautiful, beautiful setting powder, provided you don't have super oily skin. I picked up the Narcissist Unfiltered 1 cheek palette. This is another post VIB sale purchase. There's a Narcissist 1 and a Narcissist 2, and they're both like the same concept, just different colors. So I picked up Narcissist 1 because it just seemed like it would be a little more flattering for my skin tone. This is what the actual palette looks like. Really sleek packaging, cool red chrome kind of top. You have your mirror on this side, and then these are the blushes in Narcissist 1. This one is going to be great for everybody, but especially if you have my skin tone or deeper, take a look at number 1 versus number 2, because number 2 does have a few more paler pink colors, which can sometimes look a little bit ashy depending on your skin tone. So these are all limited edition, except for this one. Exhibit A is part of the permanent line. All of these are in very user-friendly sizes, and you get a nice variety. So these 3 are shimmer, and then these 3 are matte shades. But those are just 4 of the blushes. And then obviously this one is more of a highlight, like gold sheen shade. And then you could use, depending on your skin tone, this one as well as a highlight right here. This here is the Surratt Surreal Skin Foundation Wand. I have mine in the shade number 8. This is the foundation that I am wearing today. This is a cool kind of foundation because it comes with its own brush, which is a plus and a minus. It's plus because it's convenient. It's a minus because you should never ever leave like a damp used brush in a casing and use it over and over again. It is fairly easy to clean. Also, if that brush is not the kind of brush you like using, it's just annoying because you have to, it's like a 2-step process. You have to apply the foundation with the brush and then go in with another brush or a beauty blender. To dispense the formula, you basically click down on this and the foundation comes out right through the center. I do like this foundation. It's definitely not my favorite foundation. You get a nice medium coverage, and it basically is going to make your skin look like skin, but just an elevated version. It does not really hold up well with oil. So if you have very oily skin, I would just stay away from this foundation because I have combo skin and I've been wearing this for the day now, so it's been a while, but I get really shiny in my T-zone whenever I wear this. If you have dry to normal combo skin, then you might love this. The colors are just very strange. I have number 8, but I thought I was 11 according to the Sephora website. I was not. 8 is actually lighter than number 7. So I would suggest going to check this out in store if you can, or look up swatches online before you purchase this. Smashbox just released, I want to say like 7 or 8 different color variations of these cover shot eyeshadow palettes. So one is like full of neons, one is full of lighter shades, one is full of cool shades. I have mine in the Ablaze shade range. The palette has this awesome like holographic burst, and then when you open it, it's a very sleek packaging. You get a mirror on one side, and then this is what the Ablaze palette shades look like. So all very warm tones, as expected from me. The quality of these eyeshadows is good for sure. However, some of them are better than others, and like some of the metallic ones I would have liked to see a little bit more packing of the punch. But let me go ahead and swatch these. They're all very soft, easy to blend, easy to work with, but I just wish that some of them were a little bit more pigmented. And a couple of the matte shades, like specifically this red one, when you swatch them, they're a little bit powdery and a little bit patchy, but when you use them with a brush, they do blend really nicely. This is the new Marc Jacobs La Marque Liquid Lip Cream in the shade 454 Truth or Bare. This was a post Sephora VIB sale purchase. This is Marc Jacobs' version of a liquid lipstick. They do not boast it to be a matte finish liquid lipstick. It has a satin finish, and it's essentially an all-day hydrating long wear liquid lipstick. It has collagen and like cacao butter. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So it's going to help fill in your lip lines and keep your lips looking moisturized and plumped throughout the day. It does not come in a huge variety of shades, but your basics are all there. This is what 454 Truth or Bare looks like. It is a really pretty like mauve-y pink shade. It is fairly long wearing. I will say that my real matte liquid lipsticks are definitely longer wearing. This, on the other hand, is a dry finish liquid lipstick. This is the Tarteist Lip Paint in the shade Delish. It comes with a slanted doe foot applicator, and this is what Delish looks like. So it's a really pretty terracotta, deeper nude. This in formula is definitely a lot lighter. It's a lot more like liquid than the Marc Jacobs one. It is more atypical of a liquid lipstick that dries down to a matte finish. It is comfortable on the lips. I'm used to liquid lipsticks, so they don't really bother me. It's not my favorite liquid lipstick formula, but it's a good one. This here is Giorgio Armani's version of a liquid lipstick. This is the new lip magnets from Giorgio Armani, and they are so good. My friend Michelina, she was like raving about this, and she just told me the other day that she picked it up in like 5 or 6 different shades, and I totally trust her opinion. So I knew that this was going to be awesome before I even tried it, and it is just so good. It's such a unique formula for a liquid lipstick. I am wearing it on my lips right now in combination with Malibu lip liner from Kylie Cosmetics. First, it comes with a really unique wand because it's that like heart-shaped wand and the center is open. And then on the back, it's not fully padded, like there's that applicator is in the center. When you apply, it goes on really opaque, really light, but it's definitely creamier than other liquid lipsticks. It's cooling on application, but it feels more moisturizing, like there's more substance to the product. I have mine in the shade 507, by the way. It's like a stain liquid lipstick, so it is super long wearing. It is just beautiful on the lips. It is not drying. It layers beautifully with other lip liners. You could probably mix this with other liquid lipsticks and the formula would work great, and it fades very naturally. Like if you don't use it with any other product, it kind of just dissolves and fades into a stain, so it doesn't look gross as it fades. You actually don't need a lip liner to get a very precise line. Like the tip of this applicator is actually so much more precise and sharper than it seems, and so are the edges, so you can really get your cupid's bow, and then if you tilt it like this, you can just slide it on the bottom or top lip and the edge gives you a really nice sharp line. I love these lip magnets. I'm totally planning on getting a couple more of these. The last item I have for this haul, that's about to be a 40-minute long haul, is the Tom Ford lip foil, and I have mine in the shade 04 Cream Conch. Really nice packaging, white and gold, love that. And this is what Cream Conch looks like. So it's kind of like a peachy nude metallic shade. That right there is Cream Conch. It is a really, really pretty lipstick. It's beautiful on its own. It's beautiful on top of a deeper lip liner. It's beautiful as a lip topper for any other lip color. Be a little bit careful with these foiled lipsticks because they sometimes, if you have very dry, chapped lips, can fall into the lines and emphasize them or emphasize any dried skin. So that's the only downfall. Is it worth the price because of that? Probably not. You could definitely find super metallic, high sheen lip products that would work better or that are much less expensive. But if you feel like spoiling yourself, it is very pretty. And if you just don't mind touching up, then this is a really nice lipstick. That's a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed part 2 of my Sephora VIB sale haul. Leave a comment down below for me though and let me know what you think about this haul review style, whether you like it or not. And also let me know what videos you guys want to see from me next and I will keep an eye out for those requests. But until my next video, thank you guys as always so much for tuning in and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye guys!